What's your reading on Sara Duterte and coming in with her own candidate for speaker?
Well, nagkaroon siya ng role last year kasi because nagkasama siya dun sa Confluence which installed GMA basically. There was an incipient dissatisfaction among some congressmen, and then there was a viable leader like GMA, and then of course Sara just put it all up, and then of course
Then it happened.
So then it became like an established. She became an established factor.
Yes.
And then of course, lagi siya nababanggit bilang as a presidential
Yes.
in 2020.
And you could trace directly the creation of the Hugpong ng Pagbabago to that episode where everybody was saying, no, this was Sara's hand. But she's coming in now with, as we said, suddenly a surprise dark horse candidate for speaker. I would presume you're still saying that no, the speaker will come from one of the three people that you've already mentioned. Where does that put her now?
It's an attempt to keep the uproad chair in Davao, basically.
So you're saying in effect that Sara's
I'll call
nawili si Sara. You won't say it.
But hindi naman nawili. Kasi he's a former upper chair two times.
Yes, but
si but of course there are three of us. Me, then of course there is Lauren, and then there's Una.
Bakit kung si Paolo Duterte, you're all behind him, pero if it's Sara who makes the endorsement, unlike last year when she endorsed, when she supported GMA.
Kung si Paolo kasi tatakbo, Duterte yan eh. Hindi na yan reflected signal. That's him. And that is already a channel towards the president. Alam mo, anak, laging kausap ka, dinner, may direct access. So that is for any congressman, you would like to have that, na yung mga concerns ng constituency mo directly napupunta po sa Pangulo.
Okay, we'll get to Paolo, but I still want to exhaust this question about Sara. What is she risking? Because after the last speakership intramurals, she emerged as a clear winner and a very powerful figure. She carried that victory streak all the way to the elections.
It's not her. It's us. It's us asking her. It's in the absence of a presidential signal. It's actually us. Sara, sino ba ang dapat speaker namin?
And you were expecting her to endorse somebody from the three, I would presume, rather than come in with another name.
Well, baka sa kanilang tatlo, bawal din dahil reflected signal din sila ni Presidente.
But apparently with Pulong, it's not bawal kasi he said he's considering it. Pero it throws everything in disarray kasi you have the president refusing to touch Congress with well, at least in public, with the 10-foot pole. You have Sara, who appears to be endorsing another congressman, si Ungab, and then you have Paolo Duterte saying, I'm willing, I'm considering it. So, ano yun dun? Which one is which talaga?
Well, magdadagdag ba yan sa political capital mo? Hindi. Na pwede mong gamitin para sa ma-achieve mo yung national goal. Kung having your son as speaker, definitely short term it's addition, but long term definitely I think by 2020 it will be problematic.
Okay.
Problematic?
Yeah, of course. Sasabihin ng abuse of power, abuse of market power, alam niyo na.
And it creates many fronts of vulnerabilities.
Well, with 87% popularity rating, I think that's the best choice for the president to pick the best speaker.
Okay.
The one who's really qualified.
And also, sir, the president in his previous speeches, I'm not talking about interviews, speeches, in his previous speeches, he's referred to Paolo Duterte in not so pleasant terms. I mean, it doesn't seem, at least in public, it doesn't appear that he's in good terms with Paolo compared to his relationship with Sara Duterte.
Di naman siguro, the president is almost speaking like in fables eh. Diba? Parang fabula yung kanyang style para po mas maintindihan ng tao, pero makikita natin kung ano talaga yung gist o nasa
but in his fable speak, he almost speaks of Paolo as the prodigal son. As versus
baka
Sara.
reverse psychology in order to reduce the seeming rising power of Paolo itself within society. So parang ano lang yan, it's a play. basically. Pero sa tingin ko, it's more like how do you call that?
Para
Self-deprecating.
ma-underestimate pa yung
Self-deprecating.